There's another one. Another
Sound check.
G'day and welcome back to another vocal analysis here at Voice Essentials. My name is Dr. Dan, and despite the fact that this is an analysis that's going live to you well into the year, this is actually the first one I'm doing, recording for 2024. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to wish you all a happy new year, despite the fact that I think it's probably March when this goes live. I hope your year has started well. Today, I'm going to start my year well by having a review, once again, of the fabulous Morissette. I mean, dearie me, how good is this? How good is this lady? You've heard me go on and on and on about how magnificent I think her voice is. And today's performance, I want to know what love is no exception. This is fantastic. It's a truly live performance. We can tell that because the instrumentation, as we're going to hear, is quite thin. Like it's not this sort of full-bodied, full-produced performance. All the musicians are live. It's a fabulous example of great live singing, and we get to experience that with Morissette again. Let's dive in because she's, well, if you're watching this, almost certainly you're a fan. So I don't need to go on and on about how good she is. We're going to get to hear that right now. Here she is, Morissette. Quite in keeping, isn't it, with the original, which I love. I'm from that era, so I do have a bias to the original.
I gotta take a little time to think things over. Better read between the lines.
Oh, how good was that ability to look straight down the camera, straight down the muzzle, is a learnt skill. This is not something that comes naturally to most. And her eyes just pierce the lens. And straight away, she's got us, hasn't she? But she doesn't just keep looking. You know how in normal interaction, we don't just eyeball people, you know. There have to be moments where we look away. She's looking at us intensely. She's grabbed us, and it's almost like she knows now she's got us. Then she looks away to create, almost to extend that intensity. Watch that again.
I gotta take a little time to think things over.
She knows exactly where the camera is. Looks away.
Read between the lines.
Beautiful.
In case I need it when I'm older. In my life.
Oh, lovely mix. She's in, it could be argued, mix mode from the very beginning. But the way she varies that, so she's starting quite low, it's a very ambient tone. She then cleans that mix mode so it's a cleaner line, but she doesn't allow it to be too heavy, because to be too heavy too soon would cause the song to climax earlier than she wants it to, or we want it to. So let's just take it back. Have a listen to how she transitions that mix mode. Still in that ambient tone.
In case I need it when I'm older.
Now she's going to clean it up.
In my life, there's been heartache and pain.
Oh, a little bit of ambience there.
I don't know if I can face it again.
That's upper register.
Can't stop now. I'm traveling so far to change this lonely life.
You don't get to be a Morissette without being able to be a master of your registration. And hear how the way she's just effortlessly seamlessly moving through her registers, but she's not using it as a range thing where she has to move between her registers because of where she is in her vocal range. She's using it as an expressive tool. She's making an artistic choice as to how heavy she's going to be at any given moment. And that, in turn, gives us that really beautiful artistic nuance that we all know and love her for. Upper register. Beautiful.
I want you to show me.
Not overdoing.
I wanna feel what love is.
The embellishments, she's keeping it relatively straight at this point.
I
Relatively.
know you can show me. Hey, you gotta take a little time. A little time to look around me. I've got nowhere left to hide. Looks like love is finally
Starting to add that little bit of body. It's so important as if you're a learn to sing singer, someone who's interested in these videos because you're, educating yourself in performance and in these skills. It's so important that you look for nuance, that you look for layering, and that you build. Don't, and I've said this many times before, if you watch my videos, you'll know, don't give your audience everything in the first verse, chorus. Layer, take them on a journey. Your audience will thank you. They'll thank you by remaining engaged. And this is what we're seeing here. Can I add, this is a studio performance. I don't believe there would be a studio audience in this performance. This is her just with the crew behind cameras and the band. And so she's creating this essence of energy and engagement to essentially nobody. But that is a real skill. That takes a lot of skill, and we've seen her do it before in other videos, haven't we? She's a master at it.
There's been heartache and pain, but I don't know.
Little growl there. It's a great little effect. One of the things that I do have, and I've said many times, I love about Morissette is she doesn't overuse any one, vocal effect. There's been a few times where I've thought, oh, she's edging on it. But in this one, I don't feel like she does. She just graces us with these little moments just to keep us actively there, actively with her.
If I can face it again, can't stop now.
There's another one. Another, I can't do that. She's just, I call it the Maury squeak. It's just this lovely little squeak. I do want to make this point. Some of these vocal effects, if you overdo them, if you overuse them as a singer, they are highly fatiguing on the voice and they can lead to wear and tear. We have to be careful in how much we use them, not just simply from an aesthetic point of view, but also from a vocal health point of view. And Maury has to be careful, just like the rest of us. She's a human being with human biology, and she's got to be careful not to overuse these little effects because it could cause her problems in the future.
I'll travel so far to change this lonely life.
Nice line.
No, I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I wanna feel what love is. And I know you
little bit of crackle in the audio. I have listened to this before doing the recording, as I always do. Some of you don't like it because you prefer to see, just straight out reactions. I do in-depth analysis videos, so it requires me to do a little bit of research before I jump on and hit record. And I went back, I listened to it through a number of different speakers and a number of different audio options, and there's a crackle in the original audio. So if you're hearing that, it's not my end, it's the original recording. And I should have pointed out at the beginning too, the quality of this video is not great. This has been posted onto YouTube at 480p, which is standard def. It's not high definition at all. So I hope that hasn't detracted from what is, again, excellent singing. Lovely upper register. Now, how in keeping with that line is that reminds me of classic Mariah Carey, that whistle tone extended line. It's so often that when we hear whistle tone, in fact, often when we hear whistle tone from Maury, we're only hearing her give us a few notes, a short phrase. But here we have this extended phrase of whistle tone. Kerry, let's take it back. Let's have a listen to that extended line. Back to the camera.
Let's talk about love.
She's pretty good, isn't she? Oh, please leave your thumbs up if you agree that she's magnificent. She's I'm always, despite the fact that I did put on a thumbnail that I found my new favorite singer. I don't really have any one particular favorite. I have a group of singers currently that I'm listening to and thoroughly enjoying. Maury is one of them. Gigi Delana, man, that gal can sing. There are many singers that I just love listening to, and that's why I'm enjoying doing these analyses. We get to listen to them together and have a look at how they do, what they do, and why that is often, as impressive as it is. If you enjoy these style of reaction videos with the analysis embedded into them, please subscribe. Join our ever-growing family of singers from across the globe who are just as passionate about singing as you are, and the artists that we review. We do these reaction videos every week, and so I'm very keen to have you join us by subscribing. I very much look forward to seeing you again in the next Voice Essentials video. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.